Hey folks, it's Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic, and today what we are going to do is something that is a pretty rare occurrence. I am going to change oil in my 2011 Chevy Volt. The Volt has roughly 84,000 miles on it, and this will only be the third oil change that it's seen. Third or fourth, I'm pretty sure it's the third. So it's something that you don't see too often. I can actually tell you, I got to get over there and look where the oil filter's at. I think I did it the last time rather than the garage. So we'll get underneath there, we'll find the oil filter, figure out how to drop the oil out of this thing, and proceed from there. With this, what I'm also going to do is, I have not tried it yet, but this one scanner that I have, the DIGLink by Autel, I'm going to put that on there because it's supposed to have an oil reset. So let me see if it'll reset the oil counter on this back to 100% or up to 100%, that we have 100% oil life, and just to see what it does, if it at least does that function. So let's get started. Well, as I told you, I don't actually change oil in this too often, so I honestly forgot how hard it was, and with actually seeing something special or whatever, it's not going to be too dang exciting, because basically once you put her up, there's no panels or no covers to remove, and all you have is your oil filter right there, and there's your drain. So it's right here, so we'll go get the appropriate sized oil filter wrench and the appropriate size socket, 6-point socket for our drain plug there. In case anybody does want to know where to find your oil filter at and your drain plug, well, we'll continue on and show the process. The one thing that I did notice with the drain plug when I went to take it out, and luckily it was still hanging up here, is there is an O-ring. I took the O-ring off of there. Luckily it didn't fall and bounce all over, and I knew that. But I replaced the O-ring on here, clean it up, and just gonna put it back on and tighten it to specs. And actually it even shows you what way to tighten it up here with an arrow, and says to go to 14 Newton meters. So there you go. We'll do that. We're going to clean up where the oil filter goes and put the oil filter on and put the drain plug back in. So all I did was cleaned up around the mating surface there of where the oil filter is going to go on. A little oil coming out, that won't hurt nothing. I took a little bit of oil, put around the gasket, rubber gasket on here, and we'll just tighten her up. Now the one thing, I said that the drain plug had that O-ring on it. I really didn't put any oil on it because there was some around there, but to sort of, you know, lube it a little bit. But the oil that was there did a good job of that. So you want to tighten that on hand tight, and then tighten it as the directions say. And we're going to do that now, and then we'll be back. So we haven't, we got that tightened up to the specs that the filter says. We got this tightened up to specs as it should be for our drain plug. So we're ready to go up top and add the oil. Before we get into resetting the oil mileage counter on it, I don't know what the proper word is, the oil reset, but before we go in and actually reset that, I'll show you up there just adding the oil because the engine setup on this is a little bit different, so I will show that. So we're good down here. We're going to go up top and add the oil that it calls for. So if you've never seen underneath the hood of a Chevy Volt, this is what it looks like. And you know, it says Voltec system on it. I've never had this cover off. You hardly ever open the hood because there's really not much that you have to look at. You don't have to check the oil often because it's normally running on electric, and you know, out of the 83,000, like 60% or so of mine has been on all electric. So that's why you're not underneath here too much. But I don't know if you can, you probably can't, but there's series orange cables over here that runs from this. Let me, I think I'll take you over there and show you that. I'm going to show you that quick, then I'm just going to add the oil, then we'll work on seeing about doing the oil reset with the DIGLink from Autel, and we'll see what happens with that. So you might find it interesting about those nice big electrical cables running back through there and what the full engine compartment looks like, but that is the under hood of a 2011 Chevy Volt. So I'm going to add oil and then I'll be back when we do the reset.
Oh, you dirty, rotten bolt! How could you break off? You dirty, rotten mother! Oh, dirty, rotten! How dare you break? Oh, I can't believe it broke off! Not again! Oh, man alive! Son of a... Oh, I can't believe it broke off! Jesus! No wonder I'm the disgruntled mechanic!